Bowman's Pro Turf here, and we have Nikki Hendrickson. She is our supplier through Advanced Turf Solutions. She's our sales representative. But Nikki's been in the green industry, the lawn care industry, for about 20 years now. She brings a wealth of knowledge and experience. So more than just being our sales representative, she's somebody that we throw ideas at all the time. She provides us with a lot of great information and resources. So a little bit about her background. She graduated from Purdue University with a degree in Entomology and Horticultural Production, and then you got your master's degree from University of Kentucky in Entomology. So right there in itself is a great bunch of knowledge and resources that she brings. Like I said, she's been in the industry for over 20 years now. She's the past president of the Indiana Professional Lawn and Landscape Association. We call that IPLA. She's the current vice president of the Midwest Regional Turf Foundation. She's the past president of the Green Industry Alliance. And you're currently on Purdue Ag Alumni Association Board of Directors representing the entomology department. So you have a great resume to back up everything that you've done in the lawn care and in the green industry overall. So with all of that, we wanted to share why these associations, the Green Industry Alliance, IPLA, and the Midwest Regional Turf Foundation, why those are important to the lawn care industry, the green industry, and just overall the community as well.
Okay. I think being a member of an association, it does several things for you. For me, it was part of it was just some networking, because you get a group of people who all have similar interests. You want to be better at what you're doing, but you want the industry in general to have a better reputation, which can be an issue. Everybody thinks that we're out there just not knowing what we're doing when you're, typically with lawn care. That you're out there dumping stuff. You don't have any education. And what the industry does, it really teaches you and brings this group of people together that are trying to better the industry, and you're trying to better yourselves.
Right.
As an association, and I've been on, well, obviously several of them, but every association, they can have some different goals. So like with IPLA, being on the Green Industry Alliance board, I did that through IPLA. And the Green Industry Alliance basically is to kind of be our legislative watchdog. Right. So we actually have a lobbyist who is looking out for our interest in state legislature, which being part of the association and supporting that is huge, because if it wasn't for members, we would not be able to have that. There are laws that try to get passed all the time that could affect this industry negatively, and without membership in IPLA, it would be detrimental to us.
Right.
With the MRTF, part of that is to support industry research. So they're based out of Purdue University. We have our professors up there, and your membership is going to help that. But overall, I think half of it is just networking, getting to sit down with like-minded people and talk about what works for you, what doesn't work. How has this product, you get to discuss new products, how has this worked for you? I do it from, not only from a vendor standpoint, but I was an applicator for 9 years, and it was great. Actually, when I hired on with Bayer, so I worked for Bayer for 6 years, and when I hired on for Bayer, I found out about that job.
Yeah.
because of being on the IPLA board.
Right. And so that you say that networking thing, it's huge. For me personally, being younger in the industry, I grew up in, Bowman's Pro Turf, right? The company, we tell people this all the time, the company's 32 years old and I'm only 28. So the company's been around longer than I have, and so I've grown up in it with mom and dad. And so it's exciting for me to be a part of these. I'm also on the IPLA Board of Directors as of, this year, so that's really exciting for me. But to go to all the conferences and trainings that we have and get to meet people from all over the state of Indiana who, they're also in the lawn care industry, so you could almost say, well, they're your competition. But it's really, really great to get to sit down with these folks, learn from them, their experiences, and we kind of have this great group of fellowship that comes along with it. So that's really cool for me to get to experience as well.
You talked about the competition, and I always felt like when we were at like our education events with either association, when you're at the educational events, when you're talking to people, we don't necessarily see, I didn't ever see anybody as competition. They might be, but typically there's enough business to go around.
Mm-hmm.
And as long as you're trying to better yourself and you can be the best that you can be, the business will come to you.
Mm-hmm.
But most everybody that I ever talked to, they were more than willing to share how they're being affected or what's working for them. They're more than willing to share what they've learned through the years. We never looked at it as truly, like
Right.
we said, as competition.
Right, right.
It's actually I think a really cool thing about the green industry in general.
Definitely.
Good people.
Great, yeah. The last thing I want to touch on real quick is Purdue University, right? So everything that we do is based off of some sort of scientific research that Purdue has published and put out. So, I graduated from Indiana State University, so did my wife, so we don't have that kind of Purdue background, but now everything we do is like, hey, how can we promote Purdue? So do you want to talk about, for a quick minute here, why we're lucky to have Purdue University in our backyard?
Well, being a Purdue grad, and I come from a long line of Purdue grads. I think I have a niece who's a freshman up there now, who's studying turfgrass science.
Yeah.
So that's exciting. But I think she is the 22nd person in the family to have gone to Purdue. So this is it's a rich history for me and my family. But one thing that Purdue does, since it is our land grant university in Indiana, and the land grant meaning Purdue Extension, the extension agencies are ran out of Purdue. So having that, we've got a lot of knowledge up there within, and not just the turfgrass department, but with the entomology department, within the School of Ag, we have a fantastic School of Agriculture at Purdue. They're studying, you can study, agribusiness, you can study ag education, but our turfgrass science, our entomology, our botany department that has our plant pathology are all located up there. And they're doing some basic research to try to truly help this industry out. Not just lawn care, but the golf courses, things like that. They're doing turf research. As far as turfgrass varieties, you can get that information. A lot of different insect research going on. And what I find the most fascinating is most of those professors up there, they are more than willing. You send them an email, they're going to talk. I have their cell phone numbers. I mean,
absolutely.
Part of that's just because I'm on the board, but
well, even before I was on the board of IPLA, there's several of the professors up there that I would email, and they'd get right back to me, and they'd call me on their cell phone, and be like, "Hey, just keep this number if you need anything. Shoot me a text or whatever." It's fantastic. It's great.
Absolutely. And so having that resource, having that knowledge that those professors have and the work that they are doing, it's not going to do anything but better this industry. And they are great people, and they're always willing to listen. Like if you have a research project that you think, man, I'd really like to have this worked on, like you throw those ideas out there and they will take it. If they can do it, they absolutely will, because they're always looking for what the industry is facing, what issues that we're facing, and trying to help us out. And that's part of what they do, whether they have a true extension position or if it's just a teaching position, but they're always willing to do what's best for us and help the industry.
Absolutely. Well, great. So thanks for taking a couple minutes and sharing all this with us. I'm going to post the links to all of those associations at the bottom of this video. I'm going to post the link to the Purdue Turf Science Department as well. So if you have any questions, you can reach out to any of those folks, you can reach out to myself, and we'd love to get you more information about why these things are important to us and why other folks in the industry should care about them, and why the homeowner should be proud that their lawn care company belongs to these organizations. So that's all for now, and we'll see you later.
Thank you.